Shoot her high, babe. Shoot her low. Are we going to be on national TV? Reviewing, we now have Judy and Charlie Shea entering the food show. Welcome to the Poker. Oh, so it's on that.
All right, Rich. That's for prosperity, Richard. I'll tell you.
We're right on.
You're Matamoros side?
Yeah. Before it goes like this, we're right in the
Nice try. When you come out, we're open?
Yeah, we're open.
Don't be camera shy. Look at that now.
That's like I said, the only way cards that don't go on.
Never once thought about the prize.
That's a Weight Watcher's dream right there. The whole thing.
What?
A Weight Watcher's dream.
We'll be right back. Go. What do they win here?
I guess we got to beat TV, man. Uh-oh. No? Stars of him? You're wanting. You're going to try to bring new product.
I want the blue cheese. Well, I was going to.
Right now, he's just waiting to see what's going in. Of course, he's got a whole thing right now.
You can buy stuff. I've been saying that for how long? Right, Chef, I've been saying that, but nobody listens to me. I'm going to
The stuff that they're putting out, I'm not even sitting over there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you figure you need your dessert card. Right.
He's using his mother's. I don't care what they use.
Where's that? I can send it before it's over here.
Well, I gotta sample it. Yeah, I ain't sampled it yet.
There's slice it on the other side.
That's not 878.
You want to roll? 1-3. This is the caramel apple
I
green
see
right
it. Look at it.
There's nothing but can't get a candy. You should have nothing on too far. That's a good idea.
But you don't show this to me. Don't you? I know that desserts are good. It's not necessarily has to be fantastic.
What week would you like that first? I know. I'm just trying to get a little. That's right. Here's a piece of the bash.
Not that much.
Oh well.
All right, we'll share. Look at this thing over here.
I've always said it. 1960 Stevens Street, Chicago.
TV channel with us just to make sure.
That's right.
Okay, nice to meet you. Pleasure talking to you.
Maybe Barry. Well, that's what we got. Rich does a pretty good job with that. He's got the band. Right.
Anything else we can help you with then?
Weight Watchers, here. We could serve this. If we could serve Weight Watchers products, kind of permission. How does this come? It comes in what kind of can? Number 10 can?
No, they're 6. Meat sauce on it.
You know Goski's?
It's an Italian restaurant. It's a Polish ravioli.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it is.
Thank you, Dennis. Get that tape, did you?
Cherry.
Deep fryer is a great steak.
The flavors from the crab extra. See, like you represent this, we think it's better. We're paying this.
Pork service meat, we're paying $3.25, and from someplace else, I think they're
Got been open about. I do have some toppings I've got on the turkey. First root.
It was the very first national bond race.
Is it really?
And now there's Nugget Code and Cisco.
Skin off. Apples.
That's made for sauteing. It's a little more starch on it, glistens. That keeps it from breaking down. And
It's at proof number 93. It's on all cleaning products. Solid detergent, liquid detergent, powder detergent.
we don't do the milk. We got the artists here today. If you want to really allow to give you some idea. Get some of the business.
White wild rice. White slash wild rice. No French stuff.
we do make
Wild rice. Rice.
They have to bring it in special for you. It's not that same.
I ordered the brown rice. I just said white.
All right, how much for Dennis?
About 14.
Come on, it'll be funny.
Definitely.
How many is in a case?
500.
What number we got?
Something I was going to use it for.
comment? Better than Nelson?
Almost as good.
You told him what to do. And here we are, right?
That's my boss. He's a drunk.
Plus, we figure we bump into Russell.
Until 5 o'clock is authorized triple points. That's number 70. And Maple Leafs Farms goes
Oh, okay. You got pecan. Oh, I see. This is pecan. This is actually CD. You will be on TV tomorrow. No, and I own a restaurant, but I bring him with me wherever I go. Right? See, get out of here.
The pretty girl on tape too.
I got her 3 times.
God.
Delicious.
Oh my God.
Exactly where do you find you guys?
Come here a minute.
It's gonna call. All right, Charlie. She's gonna call. Send out a couple samples. Now they have 5 new products. Sourdough rye and a few other things.
I took the whole thing. I thought
That's fine.
I'm gonna take a small piece. You don't mind.
Yeah.
I can forget about you.
Take a look at the Why not? Look at them.
I'll try one.
You got Channel 8.
Can't wait.
Not 16 News. Channel 8. They're looking good.
They like, I know. But I'm just saying, I have to make a try.
Coconut Foods 50th anniversary celebration food show.
Thank you very much.
We encourage you while you're here to visit each and every table, and you will find 7 serving specials.
30
Thank you
cents.
very much for coming.
I think if I want to pay chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Would you
check
like
this,
me to? Would you
check
like me to
this
go?
cake will be.
Never mind the cake.
Jesus.
Something we all know.
What can I get for you?
She eats too much pastries now. Are you kidding?
What do we have here? We have pecan, we have...
Wilson, how he feels about this one. How is it, Charlie?
Very good.
Nelson has a problem.
Good.
Can you handle that machine?
Nope.
Are you doing much more nerves? No. No. That's why we have not been here before.
See, I know these are hot.
Hi.
Tell him where you're from.
I'm
Little.
Floating Restaurant Port Jervis. We're neighbors. You should be my neighbor.
Hey, from Rose Lane.
No, I am not from Rose Lane. I'm from, Floating Road.
River Road.
Yeah, River
No, they
Road.
should call it Floating.
Floating Road. Yeah, it should be that.
Should, but it's River Road.
I heard you were... It's hot by the
See,
sun.
well, you're with the Rivers You Win gang, and now you're going to be on TV. Hi, Mom.
Okay, but with the best first round, 3-1 over.
Fine.
We have another team with us.
Need a case of Great White Northern.
One case?
Yeah.
First week?
Yeah.
Ralph? I had a Cuban fellow that made this before.
While I'm on camera, I guess, huh? On camera, yeah.
That's your work ethic.
You're right about that.
You pay good money for a show and then get beat out with a heat.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Will I get up?
Don't eat it.
Go ahead, now, go ahead.
If he passes out, you won't put this on the news, will you?
This is your last call.
Bad.
Route 70.
Not bad.
Chef Francisco.
All I do is run around taking pictures. Well, you get paid for it though, so it's not all bad.
Excuse me, you people belong here?
Yeah. I'm afraid we do. It's a dinner menu. Lunch napkin, right? Right. Now, on it'd actually be.
Good idea. First time we've been here.
I hate video cameras.
Come on, Cindy.
This is Cohen's famous hors d'oeuvre collection. We make them, you bake them, just heat them and eat them. Once you try them, you'll want to buy them. We got potato puffs, quiche Lorraine, beef and mushroom turnover. I work for the next 3 months, giving you $100 back. Save your receipt, send it back to Cohen's, and we'll rebate you money.
Emily,
Emily?
here.
Okay.
Say hi, Mom.
DA's office, yeah.
Ever.
Is there a customer sticker?
I'll get you one. I just, special order. Dennis.
That'd be enough for the first week. There's a way.
Here, look here. Here's the bag right here. Back on this.
How you doing? Not too bad. I'm with Access 8.
You're not with Access 8. You're with Tri-County Canoes or something like
No,
that.
I'm not. If you'll watch, I have a new job now.
This is Charlie Shea, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is. And,
Riverfront Restaurant.
Right.
How you doing,
You haven't
sir?
been down yet. We do have Access 8 here tonight. I'll get you on TV.
I haven't been there, but I hear excellent reports.
That's all counts, right?
That's all it
I
counts.
seen you walk by. I figured we'd get a little statement from you. What do you think of the show that Mojo was on today?
Excellent show, excellent family.
All right. This will be on the TV.
On which TV?
On Access 8.
Is it? Good to see you, Charlie.
Honest to God. Swear to God Almighty, man, don't be a restaurant? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And we're looking for all, we did a little bit on everybody to promote Pocono and everything for the more tributary and the military and stuff like that. Actually, what we're trying to work on is get Access 8 over in Pennsylvania. Manafort, because we don't promote and Nelson. We're trying to show that Access 8 comes all the way down to this we're looking for some signatures in the near future.
We'll see.
All right?
Take care.
All right? You got it. But,
We move around the way.
what did I say?
Hi, everyone. Can I get your attention now? I'd like to thank all of you for coming here today and celebrating this 50th
50th anniversary of Pocono Produce Company. You're the reason that we exist, and we want to thank you very much for all being here and sharing with us. I've just got a couple things. I'd like to say a special thank you to Ray Singer, to all the packers and the brokers, the distributors that are here, to Al Swung, the purchasing department, and to Mike DiBenedetto and our fantastic sales force. Let's hear a hand for them. I have one more thing. Andrew Moore, wherever you are, would you get up here with Mr. D? Andrew Moore from Villa Volpe, formerly the Inn at Fox Hill, did this absolutely gorgeous cake up here. And if you get a chance, get up here and look at it before we cut into it. Also, we've got a couple of quasi-bakers here and our brokers. Pete Brokerage did a cake and Gene Altieri and his group. Thank you for that. Alan Siebel and the staff at Camelback, we'd like to say a big, big thank you for everything you've done today.
I made it.
And to Mr. D,
Put the little frosty acres up one of the spice jars. The Pocono Produce part was one of your labels on one of your fruit baskets. And the rest they did. The rest they did. They can cut into it anytime. Pretty yummy.
I don't know if this is going to deserve a drum roll, but it's very special from us. Mr. D, Terry, Mary Ann, and I would like to say thank you to you and Mother for the trust that you have given us and carrying on the tradition of service and quality that you have instilled in this company. And with the help of our management team and all the Pocono people, we will continue to serve our customers the way you would like us to. And we thank you for that. Representative Batista is here this evening. Will he please come up here, Mr. D? Joe Batista? I saw Representative, yes. Here he is. Now we really need a drum roll. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you very much, Rosemary. Please, just for 1 minute or so, I have something I think very important to do. I'm a former school teacher, therefore I'm going to be very demanding on you. So please, let's have just a little attention. As a member of the House of Representatives, I'm very proud to be able to say that certain economic development initiatives come to fruition and produce good things for this state. For example, over the past couple months, we were happy to bring back Piper aircraft back to Pennsylvania. We're happy to do that. Last week, we brought the Sony Corporation to an old plant in Westmoreland County. I'd like to see the private sector produce jobs. Whether we're talking about Sony or whether we're talking about Piper aircraft, it's good to talk about companies that produce jobs. When I'm talking about that, I can't help but to commend the entire organization of Pocono Produce for all they've done for Monroe County and the whole area. Their story, which began, I guess, in 2nd Street sometime in 1940, their story is truly a story of the American dream. They epitomize what it means to work hard, to put sweat into a job, and to produce equity. That's what it's all about in this country. Small business does it. Here's a company that employs around 100 plus people, and they have, over the last 50 years, produced a number of jobs. They've produced a tremendous amount for the economy of this area. Ed Dreamy, his predecessor, and all the other people, in fact, Ed, you bought, I think, the company in 1940 or 1945, I believe, 46. Ed and his predecessor, another member of the family, and now the present management, Rosemary and Terry and all the members of the staff, deserve our commendation for all they've done for this county. They've served the county very well. The entire staff has produced a tremendous business. And I guess they're so good because they set the standard for that kind of business. And Ed, every once in a while, the House of Representatives pauses in its deliberations. Sometimes we talk too much. Some people say we don't get enough done, we talk too much. But one of the things we do, I think, very well, we at least understand that certain people deserve to be recognized for their great achievement. And Ed, you and your company certainly deserve that. And for that reason, on April the 17th, I had entered into the record of the House of Representatives a special citation commending Pocono Produce for their 50 years of great achievement. You, Ed, and the entire organization deserve our congratulations. I'd like to read this citation, Ed, to you. If I can find my glasses. It says, whereas Pocono Produce Company will celebrate its 50th year of service in the food service industry during a special Golden Anniversary food show and party on April 23rd, 1990. By the way, Ed, that's also Shakespeare's birthday, by the way. As an English teacher, I can tell you that. Whereas founded by James K. Dreby, Pocono Produce Company began operation on April 1, 1940, located on 2nd Street in Stroudsburg, and was purchased by Edward K. Dreby in 1945. Currently, the business employs over 100 people and serves over 1,500 customers in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. And whereas on June 3, 1955, a grand opening was held at the present site of Pocono Produce on North 5th Street in Strasburg, where its operations have expanded to accommodate a growing customer-oriented food service business. And whereas through the entrepreneurial leadership of Ed Dreby, Chairman of the Board of Directors, Rosemary Dreby Olofsson, Executive Vice President, Terrence B. Snyder, President, and the dedication of its employees, Pocono Produce Company has remained the standard by which other businesses are judged based on the excellent quality of its food products and a consistently dependable service it extends to all its customers. Now therefore, Ed, the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania extends hearty congratulations to Pocono Produce Company on this special occasion of its 50th anniversary, offers best wishes for continued growth ad infinitum, Ed, forever, and directs that a copy of this citation, sponsored by me, Ed, on April 17, 1990, when it was entered into the House, be transmitted to Edward K. Dreby, Chairman of the Board of Pocono Produce Company, 777 North 5th Street, Strasburg, Pennsylvania. It's signed by me, Ed, the sponsor. Bob O'Donnell is the Speaker of the House, and John Zubek is the Chief Clerk. Ed, congratulations, and the best for many, many more years.
Thank you, Joe. On behalf of our family, I thank each and every one of you. And you didn't come here to hear any speeches. I'm not going to make any. I just want to tell you that I have been the present operating Pocono Produce. I'm now going to be the past. Rosemary, Terry, and Marianne are going to be the present. And if you saw my grandson, here he is.
There he is.
Grandson right there. That's the next 50 years. Sure will take over. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
You know, we had a grand prize of a trip to Extapa. Terry, you want to get the kids? Get the girls, Kristen. Come on up and we'll draw the grand prize. Dane and Kara, can you come up here? Why don't we set it right down? Shake it up good. Don't, I didn't say that, George. George? Are you here, Skip? Skip Hartung from Hartung Store is the winner of the trip to Ixtapa, Mexico. Congratulations, Skip. Thank you again, everyone.
From Pike County, Pennsylvania.
Grammy. Hey, welcome to
Black bean soup.
Black bean, Chef Francisco.
Right on. Allison. Come to work up the Riverview Inn.
We're going to start tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. Smile.
Okay, yeah.
And I want to say thank you. You did a hell of a job.
Okay, here we go on 3. 2 shots.
Yeah, you're in the back.
We'll get Papa. Wait, but we're going to get Mr. D, too.
Okay, where are you?
Get some of these guys. Hey, Phil.
Okay, guys, look right out here. Here we go.
I want to say thank you.
Hold it right there. Good.
I want to say thank you to you,
Good.
Michael.
Here you go again. Cheese.
Say money.
Monday. Little legwork for us, man. Say leg. Where's my face? Are we done?
Thank
Well,
you.
we got entertained. Good. Stay right there. Here we go again. Right
One more.
This is the whole story. I had received it this afternoon.
It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, thank you.
Day, the life of a buyer in the restaurant, how the seller presented everything and stuff. And I think it'll come up very, very well when we get through with all this.
How does it feel?
Great.
50 years! Did you ever think you'd see the day?
Not at all.
What do you?
Wonderful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I always felt we were going to see the 50th. Sure.
Did you?
Sure.
Here it is, 1990.
Right.
Quite exciting. This has been such a beautiful day. Access 8, a television station in Port Jervis, New York, has followed my husband and I from the Riverview Inn in Matamoros, a customer of yours, through the whole day. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Look out, Weight Watchers, here I come.
Yeah.
Everything was fantastic. This beautiful, beautiful resort. Camelback Ski Resort. Beautiful, just beautiful.
It was a nice setting for it.
And you had a nice day.
Perfect day.
We said a lot of prayers for this, Judy.
Did you? I'm sure you
did.
did. I'm sure you did. This was a beautiful article in the Stroudsburg paper in Pocono today, and I'm sure that many clippings of this will be saved for you and your family. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourselves, if you would, please.
I'm Rosemary Dreby Olafson, Executive Vice President of Pocono Produce, and the daughter of Ed Dreby.
I'm Ed Dreby, Chairman of the Board of Pocono Produce.
And I'm Terry Snyder, President of Pocono Produce, and Mr. Judy's son.
How nice.
Son.
Right, son. Can you just tell us a little bit, maybe about how did Pocono Produce get started, and anything else you'd care to say?
I could tell you a lot about how Pocono Produce started. It was started by my brother Jim, and Jim was in the retail food business at Stroudsburg at a place called Park Market. My wife and I bought Park Market from my brother Jim and my sister Mary, and we took over on April 1, 1940 at the retail store, and Jim started Pocono Produce April 1, 1940 as a wholesale distributor of fresh fruits and vegetables. And Jim ran a very successful operation, only selling fresh fruits and vegetables. Jim's wife took ill, and he lost her. He then went to Florida for the winter, met a lady in Florida, decided to get married, and he the lady didn't want to move to the cold Northeast, and so Jim had to, and decided to go back and live in Florida, and I bought Pocono Produce from Jim in 1945. We ran the business for several years as a fresh fruit and vegetable business. And we were successful in relation to what we were doing, but we learned that there was a whole new trend in the food service industry, and that there were a lot of convenience items that people were looking for, a lot of frozen items, and we decided to go into the frozen food business. I bought a piece of land in 1954 from R.C. Kramer, and we began building in December the 5th of 1954, and the ground was so frozen that we had to get one of these jackhammers to come in and break the ground in order for the steam shovel to dig the footer.
Excuse me, I can say that they called my father eccentric at the time.
The builders did. And we were fortunate in getting, it was 10 degrees above zero, poor time to pour concrete for a footer. But I had read biblically someplace, at one time I should say, and it talked about how the shepherds, when it was cold, would cut pine boughs and put it over them to keep warm. And so we had a piece of property that had a lot of pine trees on it, and we sent up and we got a lot of the pine boughs, and we covered the concrete. And in the morning when we looked at it, it was 60-some degrees of heat built up from the concrete, and the pine boughs kept it. The Lord was good to us because we didn't lose, we only lost one day in the completion of the building. We went from 10 degrees above zero, and we're able to build the concrete walls, do this, do that, and get it open. And we opened in June 3rd, and 1955, and in August of 1955, we had a terrible flood in this area. And our old place of business was 14 feet underwater. So we were fortunate in many ways of having built and persevered in the wintertime and started it. We went into frozen food with the help of some people, and especially a man by the name of Bill Gary who helped me. And we put on a very small show that time at our opening, and we had four suppliers that exhibited, and one was a poultry man, Howie Peck, Murray Berger, a seafood man, Hans Newman, and another man Everett Newton. And we are dealing with every one of the companies today, but they all have different names. They were bought out by other people. Now I'll skip through and tell you that we were relatively successful, and we held fast to our method of doing business, one of supplying quality, one of supplying value and service, and we have attempted to do that. And then I'll bring you up to the present day. About 2 years ago, I decided I was going to start taking it a little easier, and we elected Terry as president of the company. We elected Rosemary as executive vice president, and these two have been running the business ever since, and I've been sitting back enjoying the fact that they've done such a good job. Forgive me. Today was a very good example. I did not have one iota of input into the show today. These two, along with our wonderful help, and you can see they all pitched in, are the ones that did it. Now, we talked about what we might have to say to each other and to the assemblage, but there was no place to be making a speech tonight. Nobody wanted to listen to one or anything like that. But
too much excitement.
yeah, we felt that I have been, I'm not over the hill yet, but that I was the past, that these two were the present. And Kristen here, our granddaughter, that is sitting there, and she and her two
Isn't she beautiful?
cousins and our Drew are only grandson, would someday take over this business, and we would have the yesterday, the today, and the tomorrow.
He finally got his grandson. See, thanks to Terry and my sister Mary Ann. I mean, that was a very special occasion for us, having all the girls in our family. Yes.
All right, now you might have something you'd like to say, or you might have to...
Well, I would be interested. Being a woman, I would be interested.
Thank you, Judy. One of the things that I started working at Pocono Produce when I was 13 years old, summers, and I worked all the way. I started to come back to work full-time in 1968 when Kristen started to go to school full-time. And Terry came to Pocono Produce in 1976. And I mentioned earlier that I feel that this is my brother and my very special friend. Yes. The one thing that has been very special to us is the trust that Mr. D has instilled in us and has given us, and we feel very fortunate. I feel Terry is taking care of the body of Pocono Produce, and I'm taking care of the soul. And I think it's been a wonderful working relationship that we have had. And we thank you for the opportunity to do this and to continue Pocono Produce and what we're doing.
Now and into the future.
Now and into the future. That's got to make you feel good, Terry.
It
How do you
certainly
feel
does.
about all this?
I'm not going to be around 50 years. He's going to be.
I don't think we'll see the next 50 years, but certainly the next 25 we'll see and be involved with. And I think one of the very important things is the tradition and heritage that we are continuing and going forth with, and just continue to grow and do everything that we do and try to do it better and better and better. And give our customers what they want.
I agree. There's not too many families that can sit like this and remark about the accomplishments of this beautiful family, for sure.
Thank you, Judy.
How do you feel about this, Christine?
Well, as part of the third generation, I'm looking forward to watching what's going on and what's going to grow at Pocono Produce and how it has from when I began working summers when I was young, like coming in and stamping envelopes and just being a part of it. So I've seen it grow up.
Excuse me, did anyone ever tell her that?
Yeah, she knows
She
that.
had no other choice.
Well, you know, we never forced them to work. It was expected.
It was expected.
That's it. It was part of her blood. It's what you did.
Yeah.
You talk about heritage, you see, and a work ethic. And Kristen is graduating from law school this year, and so we don't think that she's going to come back to Pocono Produce and work full time, but we certainly hope that we're going to have a little legal expertise out of this young lady.
I'm sure. Congratulations.
And I hope,
Thank you very
and I
much.
hope they don't need it. Yeah.
Right. However, we are going into the 1990s.
Yes.
With a
With a
thrust.
bang, that's
I
right.
can just say that Terry's two daughters, Dana and Kara, who are 12 and 14, are going to start working this summer also. So it's Drew's got a
Drew
little
comes in
while.
occasionally also.
But see, all that input, even from those little people, how they can help.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much
You
so.
must be so proud of this young girl.
I
this
am.
young lady, this
I
young
am.
beautiful girl.
Very much so.
Yes.
Of all of them.
Of
Thank
all
you.
of them.
Yeah, all of them. It's a great feeling. With family, there's nothing like it. You know, we have our differences and
Of
so on,
course.
but we have the ability to express it.
Of course.
And that's what's important.
Communication and talking.
Right.
And I'm sure you have some very interesting stories that we don't have time for here.
Well, Judy, I
Yeah.
think today was a great day, and we want to, to thank, I think it was exciting for all of our customers and for us
Absolutely.
to share in this 50th anniversary. I think that was,
And then I think we owe a great deal to our suppliers also,
yes.
who came from all over the country and attended the show and did a wonderful job
Absolutely.
in representing us to our
It was
customers.
top class, first
you.
class.
Thank you.
Top
Thank you.
hat, first class, all the way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And everything. And we thank you for sitting with us for these few moments. Do you have any
Well,
concluding comments?
I don't like to be a smarty about it, but
Go ahead.
really, no.
It's a little Irish coming out of
Yeah.
here, I think.
Yeah, no, we won't tolerate anything unless it's done, first class or whatever, as you put it.
Right.
And I've never been able to tolerate mediocrity in our help, in our own performance. And
Or
we're
his
tough
family.
we're tough on each other in the sense of that has to be right. And unless you have that dedication,
you just become ordinary. You have to step above it. Now, you hate to be blowing your own horn kind of thing, but we like to think that we run as good a distribution company as there is in the United States. There are bigger ones, but I don't think there's any of them that are run better. Thanks to these two.
Thanks
I'll
to
tell you, he's a tough act to follow too,
That's right.
Judy, if you don't think that that's true.
Well, you're certainly a wonderful and beautiful family.
Thank
And
you.
all the people, I know I can speak for all the people that were here today, hundreds and hundreds of people that were here today. Thank you very, very
Judy, I
much.
can say it's been a delight meeting you and
Thank you.
knowing that you were a customer, and we hope to see more of each other, and maybe at the show next year.
Yes,
Absolutely,
I hope so.
absolutely. And maybe my grandchildren will know your granddaughter
Right.
and do
That'd be nice.
business with your granddaughter. Wouldn't that be nice?
It certainly would.
Well, Rosemary has seen that happen, the children of people we served. There were several customers here today that we've served for 50 years. One of them brought some bills here today from the Pioneer Camp of 1958. And if you'd like to have some prices, they paid $2 for a crate of cabbage, $1.50 for a bag of potatoes,
75 cents for a watermelon.
yeah, $3.50 for a bag of Spanish onions,
$4 for raspberries.
and blueberries
And
were
blueberries,
$4,
right.
yeah.
And what are you selling them for today?
Well, we won't talk about that. Good.
Thank you, Dreby family.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Dennis, what did you think of this whole thing here today?
I got to tell you, Judy, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, it was just a professional, 100% show all the way. The customer, just the satisfaction that you got from your customers being here, just the total the thrill of the show. It was just fantastic. The professionalism, you as a customer, yourself, I mean, it was just
The whole ambiance,
just
the whole affair.
It was
Whole
just
affair.
fantastic. It really was. We owe it all to our boss, to my boss, and it was just great.
Exactly. How many salespersons were there here today?
We have 18.
18? 18. And all very handsome and nice-looking personnel, I might ask. Is that one of the requirements?
No.
I tell you what, it's not required, but I think our staff of 18 salespeople are very professional, and when they are out on the street, they represent themselves in a very professional manner. This was, I think, something that was very professional.
Yes.
And it was very nice. We don't dress like this when we sell, but this was very professional, and our sales team is very professional and very well dressed and
As business professionals, we expect our salespeople to go out dressed professionally. And it's very important to us that that image is portrayed to our customers, and we follow through.
Oh, exactly. You can't put something like this together overnight. Something like we saw today requires a full 50 years, for sure.
It's a fruition of 50 years of hard work.
Yes.
But Dennis, you keep working as well as you will, and you can go out with a suit like that every day.
Nice.
I can have one for every day of the week.
Sure.
Right. Yes, sir.
Did you have anything that you might want to say about the two of you, question, for future policies and ideas and advancement in Pocono produce? Is there anything else in the wind?
Well, there's always things in the wind.
This is going to be Terry's job, because he's going to be the one that takes it into the future.
I think today typifies what Pocono Produce is all about, which is dedicating ourselves to the needs of our customers. And by doing that, for the past 50 years, we have grown, and for the next 50 years, we will continue to grow. And with growth comes change, and comes building and additions and change of all kinds, policy changes, product changes. We will continue to change to meet the needs of our customers. And that's what we've been dedicated to for 50 years, and that's what we'll be dedicated to for 50 years.
Judy, this has been a marvelous vehicle excuse me, having this kind of a show. We had it the day we opened in '55. It was very small, but we had a very similar show. We had things that we were offering for sale, and we had a few friends in and whatever it was. We didn't have a great customer base at the time. And we have learned really from our customers. And one of the things that we have always searched for is to find out what our customers' needs are and then attempt to fulfill them. So if you have any suggestions to make as a customer, what you would like to see, we sure would like to hear from you.
Very well said.
Yeah.
Very well. Another reason why success. It all just talking with the family clearly shows why you're where you're at today. And again, congratulations.
Thank you
Thank you
very
Judy.
much.
Thank you very much.